Río Breogán. Y también por Ligue de el 1 de mayo, 6:30 de la tarde, Real Madrid, Juventud de Badalona.
Junto al Real Madrid como un banco más grande, un banco sólido, responsable y sostenible que sigue cerca de ti, acompañándote con un gran equipo día a día. Iniciamos esta temporada juntos, ofreciendo más ventajas a los aficionados, porque sabemos que unidos, jugando en equipo, podemos conseguir lo que nos propongamos. Unicaja Banco, banco oficial del Real Madrid.
Turkish Airlines EuroLeague in association with
Here now, in this game, one goal, one team. Fight for that possession, gotta act fast. Another shot, another pass. City comes to life and they got something to say. Come on, let's go. I feel devotion.
Hasn't this season gone fast?
Nikola Mirotic sentences El Clasico.
Kyle Hines surpasses the 3,000 point mark for his EuroLeague career.
And the perfect send-off for Julius Yankunis.
Egan Ataman reveling in the role of pantomime villain.
Maccabi has 6 victories on the belt here, and let the celebration begin.
This really is fairy tale stuff. You can't write this.
The Turkish Airlines EuroLeague touches down in Madrid, the capital of Spain. It's the final round of the regular season, and we are at the Wizink Center, home to Los Palancos, Real Madrid, who this evening welcome visitors from Germany, Bayern Munich. Team coming in after a brutal game schedule this week. This is their third game in just 5 days. Coach Trinchieri knows his team must be tired, but they want to get focused. And what's he want to get out of this win?
I have to take in consideration what happened in the last 7 days, that this is the 5th game. And we will try to share the minutes, try to play together, knowing that we play against a very good team.
What about Real Madrid? Well, this is a team that's got something hanging on the outcome of this game. Victory puts them in second. Defeat will put them into 4th place. So something riding on this one, and that will be the difference between playing Monaco in the playoffs or FS. How about Coach Lasso? How does he get his team ready for tonight's
we have
challenge?
the home court advantage on the playoff. We get in the playoffs. Last year, this conversation was kind of different on the last game. We were looking to get on the playoffs. So right now, we got to think ahead, knowing that it was going to be a tough playoff series for sure, like it's always been. And I think for us, it's a challenge, winning today and try to go finish on that second spot.
So as we say, it's the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. It's the final round of the regular season. Round 34, Real Madrid against FC Bayern Munich. Well, the team's going through their warm-ups. It's an ominous challenge laid before the visitors tonight. They've lost their last 5 games in a row. To add to that, this is their 3rd game in 5 days against a team that's relatively fresh. They haven't played this week, just the 1 game ahead of them. And this is one of the final games of the regular season, round 34. As I say, it's quite simple for Madrid. Victory, and they go to 2nd in the standings. Defeat will see them finish in 4th. And likely a destination with Anadolu Efes Istanbul. See the standings here, both teams in the playoffs. Bayern Munich already set the challenge. They know they've got Barcelona best of 5. So this is a game with something riding on it. As Coach Trinchieri's already said, he's got to take into consideration the effect of his team this season in those most recent games. Look at the stats between these two teams, and they very much side with Real Madrid, and no surprise given their position in the standings. Interestingly, Bayern Munich shoot better from the 3-point line than Madrid, and that could be important tonight if they sustain that. Because Madrid, if they don't make threes, they are not winning. Shooting only 27% in their defeats this season, making 37% from 3 in games that they win. So we'll see, maybe Bayern looks to guard that 3-point line. How well they can do it. Look at some of the key players. Speaking about 3-point defense, Vladimir Lucic. Been a big boost for this side since he came back. Still probably playing himself way into peak condition. First team All EuroLeague last season. Currently averaging 12.5 points. And you know it's a huge boost for them when he plays well. And Darren Hilliard, who's definitely picked up for this team since he came back. He missed several games with injuries. And he's arguably the most important player on this side because he does so much more than just score. What about Real Madrid? Well, I've been saying all along, the coaching job by Coach Lasso this season is arguably as good, if not better, than some of the years he's won championships, because this team is by no means the side that he set out to start with this season, but they've all performed and brought something to the table, including this young man here, Gabriel Deck. Missed the first 20+ games of the season, but he's come back, slipped right in, had a career high along the way this season, already averaging 10 points a game. And the man that's the legend, that's Sergio Yui. Last couple of seasons plagued by injuries and been coming off the bench, but now he's back in full effect and he's having a bright season. Shooting numbers are not where he'd be happy with. But at this time of year, it's all about peaking at the right time. Talk about peaking, we look at one of the biggest peaks in the EuroLeague, and Walter Tavares matching up against Augi Rubit, who's a real great inside player for Bayern, but if he's going to have success against the EuroLeague's leading shot blocker, he's going to have to take him away from the basket. 38% from three-point line. And if Rubit is making his jump shot, gets Tavares out so he can't protect the basket, that could open up scoring opportunities for Bayern, particularly from the wing players, the penetrations from the likes of Vladimir Lucic, Darren Hilliard. Look at the rosters, starting with that of Bayern Munich. Sean Thomas, one of only 3 players who played every game this season, as along with Mr. Yaramaj. Strong team, athletic team. We know they're rock solid defensively. This is a huge challenge against this Real Madrid side, who's only had 1 defeat here at the Wizink Center all season. And while there's a lot of talk about Madrid wobbling as they get into the playoffs, having lost 7 of their last 10. 6 of those games were on the road, and the 1 game they did lose here was against a buoyant Barcelona. So I would say criticize Madrid at your peril. This team has the potential to get back to the team that was flying high throughout the regular season. Stuttered in the last few games, but they've lost 3 in a row. All 3 were on the road, and all 3 were close defeats. That's Bayern Munich about road worries. 5 straight defeats on the road, and their legs must be tired. 3 games in 5 days. Already heard Coach Trinchieri. There has to be some fear in terms of what his team can bring to the table. He's already said he's going to share the minutes, try and get a lot of substitutions, get court time for many players. And the other thing, the edge that Madrid have, is this game carries a lot of weight. They're already assured of home court advantage in the playoffs, but second place carries a little bit of a psychological edge. And also, this is not a good time of year to be playing FS, so you want to get the best matchup possibly. Speaking of matchups, 9-1 in favor of Coach Lasso. Another thing that's working in favor of Real Madrid, so you better be sure that the stats are going to get turned on their head, and Coach Trinchieri could get a famous victory over Real Madrid tonight. Pablo Lasso, of course, 11 seasons as the head coach of Real Madrid, 2 EuroLeague championships along the way. Coach Trinchieri, this is 2nd season with Bayern, looking to build a club structure to be competitive at the highest level. The starting lineups: Jason George gets a start along with Jean-Marc Sisco. Then Lucic, Rubit, and Leon Radosevic, ever reliable across the front line. That's a beefy front line. 2 big power forward type big men in Rubit and Radosevic. It's got a lot to do with the potent front line that Real Madrid throws out there. Fabien Corseur and Abalde will start in the backcourt, but then you've got Dek, Yabusele, and of course Eddie Tavares. Sergeant SWAT to his friends across that front line. This game will certainly be involved with rhythm. It's interesting that the last 6 games that Bayern Munich have played, the winning team has scored right around 80 points. There's been some bigger differences than others. So that sort of leans us towards thinking, expect a high tempo, for at least one of these teams. And Bayern Munich, they need to get up in the 80s if they're looking to get the victory. And you see the statement of intent from the starting fives, how Coach Trinchieri is going to give court time to many of his players. Jason George just starting his 3rd game of the season. Jean-Marc Cisco, his 6th. So balance is the order of the day. Interesting to see how he spreads those minutes around. Expect to see Ogden Jaramaz out there a lot. And for Madrid, well, Coach Lasso, he wants 40 minutes consistent performance from his team. Saying in these 3 losses that they've just had, they've not played poorly, they've just not played out the whole game. They've had lapses of 2-3 minutes at a time, and that's what's cost them. So he'll be wanting to see consistent performance throughout the night, as we would like to see consistent performance by referees this evening. Crew Chief Srettan Radovic. As always, we wish the officials the very best of a very difficult job. Starting fives addressing the centre court where they await the EuroLeague anthem. Last-minute scratches for Real Madrid. No Thomas Hurtel. Corseur getting the start in at the point guard position. So starters step out onto the centre court for the EuroLeague anthem. On field devotion, after which it will be game on. We get to the final game of the regular season. Always interesting to see how players approach it. For some, it's a relief. Both these teams know they've got work to do. The playoffs still to come. Of course, they're always going to give it their all. If you want to go out on a high, or is the pressure off and maybe you relax a little bit if you're Bayern Munich? The challenge for them is to not think about the fact that they played 3 games on the road this week. 2 games in Istanbul where they lost to Fenerbahce and to FS. Competitive in both games. But then the reward for those 2 challenges is a trip to the Wizink Center, where Real Madrid are 15-1 on the season in all games played in the EuroLeague. So a formidable challenge for Coach Trinchieri and his team.
En memoria de Luis Martínez Laforgue, vicepresidente del Real Madrid entre 1982 y 1985 y patrono de la Fundación Real Madrid desde el año 2000. Y también en memoria de Javier Imbroda, entrenador del Real Madrid en la temporada 2002-2003. Muchísimas gracias. Amigas y amigos, va a dar comienzo este partido aquí en el
So the game's about ready to get underway.
Por la Turkish Airlines EuroLeague, Bayern Munich.
It will be Tavares versus Rubin for the jump ball to start proceedings. Ball is up, tipped and controlled by the visitors. And the first offense of the night will go to Bayern Munich. George off the dribble. Shishko, rather, operating as a point guard. Drives through. Radosevic. Well, that's a great move from Leon Radosevic. Sort of sized up as if he was going to shoot the three-point shot. Tavares came charging. He just danced around him and opens his account with a slam dunk. Balde in the low post, kicks to Tavares, kicks to Deck, and Gabriel Deck strokes the first three-point shot of the night. It's a great sign for Real Madrid. I've already said, in games they've won this season, they've made nearly four more three-point scores than they have in games that they've lost. Radosevic this time does let loose with the three, and it's a 5-point run for Leon Radosevic. That one going in off the backboard to give Bayern their first triple of the night. Deck thinks about it, goes back to Balde. Lobs inside, Tavares. Kicks to Corser, left-handed, Fabien Corser. Nothing but string music from the three-point line. Well, if Madrid keep making threes, then Bayern are going to have to tighten up behind the arc, and that leaves a space inside for the likes of Yabusele and Tavares. Stolen away, though. Lucic breaks up the penetration. Can't convert the slam dunk in transition as Yabusele hustles back. And at the other end, Tavares can't receive the pass from Balde, but I think George might get caught for the foul there as he bumps the giant Cape Verdean in the back.
George,
Lucic missing the slam dunk. I think he's anticipating the foul. No foul called there, it's just possession back to Madrid. Balde guarded by Shishko. Tavares in the post against Radosevic. Kicks back out. Corser, wow. Well, you can't get any better than 100% from three-point line. Corser makes his second. Real Madrid's third, and they take a lead, 9-5. Shishko, got it by Corser. Static offense from Bayern Munich rather. Interesting combination. Radosevic misses the jump shot. Good hustle by George. One key stat for Bayern is if they can win the battle of the boards, you've got to definitely think they'll be in a shot of winning this one. Real Madrid is the best rebounding team in the EuroLeague on the season. Bayern Munich, conversely, is the worst. So if they win the rebounding battle, that would be a huge boost for them. Balde now working off the dribble against Radosevic. Sized him up, wow. Real Madrid, 4 3-point shots, 4 3-point scores, and they're in the double figures. Balde gets his first triple of the night, 12-5. There's not really much Bayern can do about this because the shots they're taking are well defended. It's being made as Vladimir Lucic introduces his name to the scorer's sheet as he draws the foul on the leading shot blocker in the EuroLeague. Three-point play the old-fashioned way, coming for Bayern Munich. Made layup plus the foul. Vladimir Lucic at the stripe. And he converts that. Bayern Munich bring their tally up to 8 points. They trail by 4. First quarter action, round 34 of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. Gershon Yabusele in the post against Rubik. That's two big, strong boys down there. Good help defense from Radosevic. Coach Lasser wants a foul. He wants some movement from his players as well to give Yabusele the option to pass. So the body's banging and Radosevic comes over, contests the shot well. 6 on the shot clock for Madrid. Corser off the drive, kicks back, Deck at the buzzer, and he misses, but offensive rebound. Tavares stretches for that one, and then he finds Deck. Yabusele drives, and he's fouled on the way up, and he will get free throws. Frenchman powering his way inside. Jason George getting in with the body. First free throw attempts of the night for the home side. George picking up his second foul. Gershon Yabusele cleans the rim with the basketball before he makes that point. Having it roll around. I'm sure he'd rather it just went straight through, but nevertheless, it's a point. It's 13-8 with one to come. Which he duly obliges and makes the conversion. Coach Trinchieri, as promised, starts going to his bench. Jason George will sit down, having picked up his second foul. Paul Zipser enters. It's his first action of the night. Zipser, of course, is recovering from a traumatic head injury he suffered at the end of last season. So it's great just to see him out on the floor. Lucic hands off to Cisco, who drives and has it poked away. And then Rubik finds Radosevic. Now Radosevic, if he's going to be the three-point answer for Bayern Munich tonight, Coach Lasso and Real Madrid will be very happy. That's his third he's put up. Tavares mauled in the low post by Lucic. So he's not going to let him even think about getting a shot away. First foul on Lucic. Sean Thomas replaces Augie Rubik. Delo Hunter enters the action in place of Radosevic. Who's going to shoot the threes for Bayern now? Yabusele working off the dribble. Real Madrid still with their starting five on the floor. Abalde leans back, misses the one-legged jump shot. Defensive rebound. Bayern zips it out. Kicks back up top to Cisco. He goes to work off the drive, and he pulls up and clatters home the three-point score. Cisco puts his name on the score sheet, gets his team into double figures. 14-11, just over midway through the first quarter. Real Madrid on top in this round 34 of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. Two playoff-bound teams pitting their wits against each other. Zipser adds his name to the score sheet with the transition layup. Bayern get within a point. The thing that Real has to guard against is thinking this is going to be an easy win. Yes, Bayern are going to be tired, and they probably won't have a lot of energy in the fourth quarter, but confidence and momentum are formidable benefits for a team to have. As Yabusele gets his first points tonight. The alley-oop slam. Hunter over Tavares. Nice pass there. Bayern not shrinking away at all from this challenge. It's a whistle, and Zipser is called for the foul as he's trying to get around the screen of Tavares, who will take a seat as we have the first substitutions of the game from Real Madrid, as well as the first timeout of the night. It's a nice pass from Cisco to get Hunter for the oop. Yabusele getting his first three-pointer of the night. Madrid 5 threes already. But Bayern Munich showing a good effort so far. We go to the benches. Real Madrid 17, FC Bayern Munich 15. Yes, a reminder, as the regular season ends, we look to the quarterfinal playoffs, but then there's the final four, and tickets are on sale. F4tickets.com. The remarkable end-of-season jamboree. This season will be at the Stark Arena in Belgrade, May 19 and 21. Back here at the Wizink, out of the timeout. First substitutions for Madrid. Sergio Llull, Vincent Poirier on the floor, and Llull gonna have to make something happen, and that something is Gabriel Deck, who misses the three. Offensive rebound by Poirier, but he commits the foul in doing so. So Real Madrid all look very easy, making 5 of their first 3-point shots, but they've not really got much fluidity on their offensive rhythm so far. Hence, Madrid have not managed to sustain their lead. Bayern, very competitive here. Zognin Yaramaz finds Darren Hilliard. He goes to work against Jeffrey Taylor. Sean Thomas in the corner against Yabusele. And another physical challenge. Thomas can't make the jump shot. Rebound Deck, and here comes Llull. Taylor pops off the down screen, pops off shooting, misses the three. Deck, great hustle from Gabriel Deck to get the steal. Llull dumps downstairs, and Yabusele is fouled on the way up. That foul is going to be committed by Paul Zipser. Gershon Yabusele will shoot 2 free throws. Paul Zipser commits the foul. And Gershon Yabusele, 5 points to his name so far. 2 of those at the free throw line. Looks to add 2 more. Well, the grunt says it all as he comes up short. With this losing streak, one of the comments that Coach Lasso said about his team is, if we don't play together, we've got no chance of beating anybody. So keeping an eye on their assist count as well. 4 assists in their 5 made field goals so far. And their lead is 3 points, 18-15. Hilliard against Taylor. Turnover again. Deck gets the ball. Transition layup attempt, and it's tipped home. And Gabriel Deck is everywhere right now. Opened the scorings, had a couple of steals, rebounds. As Yaramaz drives to the basket, he's fouled by Llull. Gets him on the crossover. Deck with the steal, placed by Rudy Fernandez, the legend that is. And he's also got a new face. Andreas Obst in for Bayern, and there's another turnover as Poirier breaks up the inbounds pass. Hunter can't control it. Madrid in possession, leading by 5. Under 2 minutes left in the first. Taylor goes to the rack, and he gets the slam of the nice little drop-off pass from Sergio Llull. Llull with the assist. Coach Trinchieri and Bayern Munich with the timeout. Nice little pass there from Llull, just being aware of where his teammates are. Taylor has the easiest of finishes. Real Madrid 22, Bayern Munich 15. Timeout, Bayern.
For Otello and for DT. Okay. Try to see if we have ball here, side, Figueroa, okay? Send a good screen. Hi, let's go.
Well, an up-and-down start to this game for Bayern Munich. Still competitive, still very much in this one, trailing by 7.
Para el final del primer cuarto, Real Madrid 22, Bayern Munich 15.
Well, from the timeout, Yaramaz looking to inbound, and he does so to Sean Thomas. Then hands off to Hilliard, who bring the ball up the floor. Just beating the half-court clock. Hilliard do a lot of dribbling, and eventually he's fouled by Jason Taylor. Jeffrey Taylor, rather. 4th team foul from Real Madrid. So now both teams in the bonus. Any more defensive fouls in the period? We go free throws. Stella Hunter hands off to Yaramaz. Again, another pass broken up by Real Madrid. Good defense, just having your hands up in the passing lane. Time Taylor poking the ball free. 8 seconds on the shot clock for Bayern. Hunter hands off to Obst. Hilliard in the corner, shoots the 3, misses the 3. Rebound goes to Bayern Munich. Bayern staying competitive in the rebounding stakes is a huge positive for them. Nice front turn in the post by Hunter, creates space for it, but the recovery from Yabusele, and then Hunter with the tough finish. Well, to look at the way they're playing right now, you would not for one moment say that this was their 3rd game in 5 days. Bayern Munich very much in this one, final minute of the 1st. Yui off the dribble, kicks to Yabusele in the corner. He drives baseline. Rudy finds Yui. Yui misses, and defensive rebound. Hilliard pulls in another rebound and make that his 2nd. Backdoor cut in the baseline from Yaramaz. Hunter hands off to Obst. Obst is more of a 3-point shooter than the penetrator, but he's trying to work against Fernandez off the dribble. High on the backboard, Poirier tips it to his point guard. And here comes Bayern, Real Madrid rather, with the opportunity to shoot the final attempt of the 1st period. And that could go the way of Vincent Poirier, who's fouled. The moment he catches the ball, Hilliard on his back. Yaramaz up top. And it will be Vincent Poirier who goes to the free throw line. 3.6 seconds left in the 1st period. Anthony Randolph, Adam Hanger hits the game. As Coach Lasso goes deep to his bench now. Poirier with his 1st points of the night. Poirier averaging 7 points on the season. And he makes 2 free throws to give Madrid a 7-point lead at the quarter break.
Bayern Munich 17.
3-point shooting for Real Madrid got them started. And they go with a comfortable lead after 1. Real Madrid 24, FC Bayern Munich 17. Well, certainly an entertaining, spirited first 10 minutes of action here at the Wizink. Real Madrid lights out, making their first 4 3-point shots. Bayern Munich stayed tough. Contributions from the likes of Leon Radosevic, who you probably wouldn't expect. They kept themselves within reaching distance. They trail by 7. Real Madrid still looking for some rhythm. But it's a nicer position to be in, looking for rhythm. And you've got a significant lead. Look at the stats. Rebounding already in favour of Real Madrid, as we'd expect, but Bayern staying close there. The assists, one of those key statistics to keep an eye on. 7 for Real Madrid. Best performance in that first quarter. It's going to be Gabriel Deck. Started with the three-point shot. A couple of steals, rebounds. I liked his hustle. The Argentinian forward was the best performance in the first period. Bayern Munich defensively, they'll need to tighten up. 24 points conceded. What he mentioned that the last 6 games they've played, the winning team has scored right around 80 points. So for Bayern Munich, they need to keep the opposition down under that number if they're going to have a chance to win. Of course, you're playing your 3rd game in 5 days. Your defense is probably going to suffer more than anything. Second quarter will be triggered by Real Madrid as Bayern Munich won the jump ball to start the game. So Real will have first possession of the second and the third periods, which is underway right now. Yui finds Randolph. Anthony Randolph, his first action tonight. They start with a lob pass down to Poirier, which he barely handles. Somehow gets his way out of it, and Randolph, somehow Anthony Randolph ends up with a gift of a three-point shot. And Real Madrid now 6 of 10 from downtown, and it's a 10-point lead. Xisco finds Hilliard. He shoots the air ball. And here comes Real again, and Yui in transition. He can't get the triple to go. Poirier stumbles into his back and commits his second foul of the game. So Sergio Yu's just not really got his shooting eye in this season. Normally so reliable, especially that transition 3. After the second foul from Poirier, Tavares back on the floor for Real. Hunter hands off to Hilliard. Hilliard well guarded by Taylor. Hunter. Wow, Delo Hunter. He decides that if Leon Radosevic can make 3, so can he. Delo Hunter bangs home the triple. Whistle there, the foul's called. I believe it's a defensive foul on Xisco. Put on Yaramaz. So Delo Hunter. 20% from the three-point line this season. Doesn't shoot a lot. Now 2 of 6, so that drastically improves his shooting percentages. Randolph kicks to Taylor in the corner, and Jeffrey Taylor adds to the 3-point total. Well, we said 3-point scores will be a huge bonus for Real Madrid. They've got 7 already, and we're at the start of the second period. They lead by 10 once more. Yaramaz. Hilliard drives down the pipe. The whistle's called. It's a foul. Well, Rudy raised his hand, but I'm not certain they've given that to him. Oh, maybe they did. No, I thought so. They're giving it to Taylor, Jeffrey Taylor, with the body bump. He sits down, having picked up 2. It's Adam Hanger back out on the floor. Hanger only played 30 seconds in that first quarter. He'll be keen to get in on the action. So Hilliard will take it out for Bayern. Coach Trinchieri urging his team on. Xisco thinks about the jump shot, takes the jump shot, misses the jump shot. Defensive rebound by Hanger. Real going to add to this double-digit lead. Fernandez thinks about it, dumps downstairs. Tavares against Hunter. Gets his way inside, fakes one way, goes the other. It's a tough jump hook, but doesn't get the friendly roll. And Hunter, with the defensive prowess, stolen away, and that's going to be unsportsmanlike. Randolph gets the steal. Radosevic is pleading his case, but there's no question he grabbed a hold of Randolph's wrist once he got the steal. Radosevic is trying to tell the referees that Randolph threw an elbow. So he wants the foul. He wants the foul the other way. There's the steal. I'm not surprised they've called unsportsmanlike. Referees will check it. Doesn't look so bad in slow motion, but when it happened, it looked as if Radosevic got tied up with the right arm of Randolph. I don't think Randolph actually threw an elbow. I think that was just his running motion. There's the steal. And you see that right arm just trailing from Randolph. I'll be surprised if this one gets turned over. Original call was an unsportsmanlike foul. And Radosevic was just a step behind. And indeed, they're going to leave it as it is. Not surprised there. Important to remember that when you're asking the referee to change a call, it has to be conclusive, definitive, that there's an actual problem here, that the wrong call was made. I'm sure that's what the referee's explained to Coach Trinchieri, saying, well, maybe if the call had just been a regular foul, it would have stayed a regular foul, but the original call was unsportsmanlike, and it stays that way. Now Radosevic sits down, sending Anthony Randolph to the line. Randolph, another Madrid player who's been out injured most of the season, which is why it's so impressive. They've stayed in the top two all season long. It's only in the last week that they've dropped down into fourth place, and that's with this run of away games that they've lost. Going down on the road at Panathinaikos, at Real Madrid, and at Anadolu Efes. But at home, they've been awesome. Fernandez tries to get a little bit cute with the pass, and as it's stolen by Shishko. Third turnover for Bayern Munich. And Lucic again shows he's had no fear whatsoever against the shot blocker that is Tavares. Turnover there. Yui just gifts the ball to Rubin. He gets his first steal. And then the M1 opportunity, Ogden Yaramaj just getting easily past the defense. You see, it's what we've seen with Real Madrid in recent games, just lapses on the defensive end, and you would never expect that. First of all, Fernandez just losing sight of Lucic, and then the next time down the floor, Adam Hanger, one of the best defenders in the league, loses Yaramaj. We got a timeout. Madrid want to talk this over. Still lead though, 31-24.
Fernandez tipping it in.
He gets the shot away. Oh my goodness! Absolutely extraordinary scenes.
Well, Rudy Fernandez, 300 appearances in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. Impressive career numbers, nearly 10 points a game. Still brings a certain quality to this team. Makes him a formidable prospect. Rudy Fernandez, 300 appearances. Vast majority of those in the colours of Real Madrid. Ogden Yaramaj converts the three-point play. And Bayern sticking around, trailing by 6, 31-25. Madrid on top. Randolph finds Rudy. Randolph again. Works on the dribble. Shot clock goes to 5, so Fernandez goes to Yui. And Sergio Yui finally gets his eye in. At the third time of asking, he gets the 3-point shot to go. Madrid now 8 made 3-point shots. That's the reason why they've got a 9-point lead. Lucic finds Šeško. Shot clock hits 5. Šeško gonna have to pull the trigger on this. It's gonna be a heave. Does not go anywhere near the rim. Madrid hurry down the floor. Randolph looking to post up against Šeško. Nice read from Yui to recognize the mismatch. First foul on the number 31 of Bayern Munich. Would be no match for Randolph if he had caught it down low anyway. Randolph guarded by Rubin, more appropriate matchup for Bayern. Williams-Goss, his first action of the game. Works off the high screen, steps through, puts the shot up, no good. So another defensive rebound for Bayern. Defended well at their own end, only conceded 3 offensive rebounds so far. But the most important stat of the game is working against them. And that's the big number on the scoreboard, although Augie Rubin has looked to change that as he draws the foul on the penetration. Drives to the basket. And he's got Tavares for his second foul. That's a big call. Yeah, both of the big men of Madrid in foul trouble. Poirier and Tavares. Coach Lasso goes to plan C. Brings Yabusele back in at the 5 spot. So you got Yabusele and Randolph as the big men. Yabusele hasn't committed a foul yet. Neither has Anthony Randolph. And Augustin Rumit, a rare miss from him at the free throw line. An excellent free throw shooter. Nearly 90%. And misses a pair. So will reevaluate his potential as a free throw shooter. Meanwhile, at the other end, there's a hard foul again. Hunter grabbing a hold of Hanger. Straight away raised his hands, knows he's committed the foul. He's got the ball. He has played on the ball. He knows he's going to commit the foul. I'll be surprised they turn that one into anything more than 2 free throws. Indeed, Hanger gets himself settled at the stripe. Both teams less than locked in at the free throw line. That's the 3rd miss for Real Madrid. 6 from 9. Make that 7 of 10. Hanger gets his first points of the game. And the lead is back up to 10. Šeško played extended minutes so far and is going to get an easy bucket. There's no help whatsoever as he turns the corner on the drive. And he goes to 5 points. Fernandez. They're trying to post up against anybody that Yaremash is guarding. Touch pass, finds Hanger in the corner for the 3. He can't come up with it. It's another defensive rebound for Bayern. Rubik this time pulls it in. Well, the offense for both teams is dried up here. Although Jan Šeško is saying, let me just go to work. 7 points for him, back-to-back layups. Poor defensive effort from Real Madrid leaves him open. But at the other end, it just all comes to nothing. Nathan, if you let them make another three. Rudy Fernandez that time. Madrid, 60% from three-point line. 9 made threes already. Rubin. Kicks up top to Šeško. Gonna have to heave this one. It's Rubin who does the heaving, and Rubin who does the missing as Fernandez gets the defensive board. Hustles down the floor. Randolph walks into the three-point shot. No good. Great rebound by Yabusele. And then he goes to the basket and blows the layup, but he's fouled on the way through. That's a beast of a rebound from Gershon Yabusele. And he gets Rubin off balance. Yaramaj, I think, is the one who's committed the foul. Yabusele will frustrated with himself for not making the layup, but he'll have free throws to come. Rubin sits down of him with 1 foul. Scoreless so far. Jason George back in the game. 2 fouls he picked up early in the first period. Yabusele. 3 of 4 so far. Make that 4 of 5 for the 85% free throw shooter. So right at around his season average when he converts that one. And it's the biggest lead of the night. 40-39. Real Madrid on top. Final game of the regular season for both teams. Bayern Munich already assured of finishing 8th place in the regular season. A date with Barcelona in the playoffs for them. Turnover there by Lucic. The help defense recovered quickly. Hunter takes a seat. Radosevic back in. 5 turnovers now for Bayern. 4 by Real. But more important for Real Madrid, they lead by 11. Hanger goes to the rack, finds Deck, his favorite spot. Gabriel Deck makes the three-point shot, and it's remarkable numbers. Real Madrid, they average 10.3 made three-point shots in games that they win. They've already made 10, and we're still in the first half. Worrying times for Bayern Munich. Coach Trinchieri calls timeout. His team trail by 14 points. Real Madrid 43, Bayern Munich 29.
You're like this, he attacks you, okay? Good. And then high. Same thing when he plays this. Okay? You can talk on this, but keep him in front of you. If he posts it, post it. Bien, otra cosa, en el high. Ready to high. ¿Vale? Esto se defiende, pero escuchar. Estos dos de aquí tienen que trabajar. No puede ser que nos hagan esta bandeja. That doesn't mean switch and stop it. It means help and recover. Okay? Because if they waste the time on looking for this, then everybody will get on the side. Okay, to help.
Well, here Coach Lasso talking about his defense there to his players. Trying to encourage them not to just switch. He's trying to get them to show and get back. Stay with the man until the defense recovers. And that will give the rest of your team enough time to recover. Out of the timeout, let's see if there's any adjustments made by Bayern Munich. Personnel-wise, there is some, as Hilliard has replaced Šeško at the point. Hilliard still off the drive. Hilliard finally lets the shot go, misses. Hanger with the defensive board. Williams-Goss finds Randolph. Goes back to Williams-Goss. All the Madrid players behind the three-point line right now. Yabusele dives to the basket. Williams-Goss kicks to Randolph, who winds up and misses the three-point shot. Radosevic with his first rebound of the night. Hilliard now for Bayern. Radosevic to Lucic. Lucic picks up his dribble, dumps inside to Radosevic, who clumsy looking jump hook shot there by the number 43. Williams-Goss kicks the corner and then gets it back, and he makes three-point shot number 11. Well, if Real keep pouring in the triples, then Bayern Munich might as well just close up shop and go home. 11 of 19. Some nights that'd be free throw percentages, but no, that's three-point shooting. 33 points from beyond the arc. They're only 2 of 7 on two-point shots. So for Bayern, it should be relatively easy for them to figure out what shot Real Madrid are looking to put up. Ominous times for the visitors. Third game in 5 days. Trail by 17 points. Deep in the first half. Foul called there. Yabusele, that'll be his first. Clattering with Leon Radosevic on the backboards. Radosevic has made a 2. He's made a 3. But he's yet to make a free throw. First free throw miss of the season for Leon Radosevic, albeit it's only his 3rd attempt. But there he completes the sweep. Started the game with a 2-point slam dunk. Then he had a 3-point shot. Now he's got a free throw. He's got 6 points total. His team have 30. Meanwhile, Real Madrid just keep pouring on the heat as Alberto Abalde bangs home 3-point shot number 12. Hilliard fouled on the way to the basket, missed the layup. He'll have 2 free throws. Williams-Goss committing the foul. Nice job of drawing the contact for Hilliard, but the problem for Bayern is this. You're not going to beat a team shooting free throws if the other one is shooting 3-point baskets. 12 of 20. 60% from the 3-point line. Compare that to Bayern, who are just 33%, 3 from 10. Just the sheer volume of 3-point shots alone is insurmountable. Hilliard, smooth, left-handed, converts the free throws. Deficit now is 17 points. Real Madrid 49, Bayern Munich 32. Final minute of the first half. Well, if you're Bayern Munich, do not let him shoot a 3. And what do? They let Rudy shoot one. He misses it. Grazes the front of the rim, and Lucic protects the ball as it goes out of bounds. So 44 seconds left in the first half. And Hilliard walks it up the floor for Bayern. Real should get the ball back. First, they've got to play some defense. Lucic slips it through. Thomas for the slam. Screen and roll. Coach Lasso does not hesitate in calling timeout. Does not want his team to have a lapse. Do not throw away the big lead. Momentum is a strange thing in basketball, we've always said. With the slam dunk from Thomas, Coach Lasso said, let's get something positive going into the half. Timeout, Madrid, they lead by 15. Well, the home fans like to have a celebration to close out the regular season. By that, to have a nice, easy victory It seems on track right now, but Coach Lasso not overly confident. Just one of 4 games tonight. Monaco hosting Alba Berlin. Zvezda taking on FS. Important game for FS. They need victory to assure themselves of finishing 5th in the regular season. The final game a little bit earlier on this season, Fenerbahce versus Panathinaikos. Back here, Yui for Madrid. Cosseur has already got 2 threes back on the floor. Shot clock hits 10. Yui goes to work off the dribble. Rudy Fernandez works around the dribble, the pick, and then finds Cosseur. And Fabien Cosseur just keeps doing what he's been doing all night long. And it's a breakdown on defense. If you're Bayern Munich, if he's done it to you 3 times, you might want to go and contest the shot. So, with that 13th made 3-point shot of the half, the team's got to the locker rooms. Fabien Cosseur, 3 from 3 from downtown. It's a big lead for Bayern Munich, 52-34.
Turkish Airlines. 7 days. BKT. And Adidas. Official global sponsors in association with the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague.
A dominant first half from Los Blancos. Real Madrid blowing Bayern Munich away. With an offensive onslaught, largely from behind the 3-point line. 13 triples they've made in that opening 20 minutes. Bayern Munich trying to answer with 2-point shots. That's not going to be good enough if they want to get back into this one. Got to take away the open jumpers. They want to be competitive. The defensive adjustments looking to come from Bayern Munich. Interested to see if Coach Lasso starts trying to pound the ball inside. They've only shot 7 2-point shots in the first half. They've shot 22 threes, making 13 of them. So all to do for Bayern. Stats, that 3-point shooting, 59% versus 27. Well, that sort of tells the story of the half in a way. Especially when you think Real Madrid just 29% on 2-point shooting. It's not good enough if Bayern Munich can't stop those threes. So that's the adjustment they're going to need to make. Best performance of that second period. Not surprised it's going to be somebody who has made a 3-point shot. And Rudy Fernandez in his 300th EuroLeague appearance. Best performance of the second quarter. We'll take a short break here and we'll look at a roundup from round 33. Start with a close tussle between 2 clubs holding a combined 16 EuroLeague titles in the shape of Panathinaikos and Real Madrid. The Greens kicked it to full force from the off as Serbian marksman Nemanja Nedovic gave them a healthy lead at the end of the first on his way to 13 points and 6 assists. Los Blancos pushed hard to get back into the game with a combined 27 points and 7 assists. Veteran Sergio Yui and Walter Tavares capped off a 10-0 run to put Real within 2. Panathinaikos stayed calm during the Real comeback, and with 9 points and 4 assists on the night, Havetzan Rose helped the Greeks to a second quarter win in their last 3 games. Maccabi played Tikka Tel Aviv, looked to secure postseason basketball as they hosted LDLC Asdar Villabed at Menorah Miftachim. Starting well against his former team, Chris Jones put Asvel in front on his way to 9 points and a career-high 8 boards. The hosts quickly regrouped, though, with 8 consecutive points. American James Nunley put them ahead. And And Maccabi weren't done as they built an ever bigger lead. Croatian Ante Zizic leading the Israelis to their first playoff spot in 7 years. High stakes at the Mediolanum Forum for AS Monaco as a win against Armani Exchange Milan would put them in the playoffs in their first ever EuroLeague campaign. The Little Red Shoes started with purpose though as Siobhan Shields led Milan to a double-digit first-half lead. But after trailing for almost 3 quarters, Paris Lee put Monaco into contention, capping off an 11-0 run. In the end, 19 points from Mike James made it a double-digit victory for La Roca against his former club, securing a victory that sealed their place in the postseason. Anadolu Efes Istanbul looked to secure a playoff spot when they hosted playoff chasers Alba Berlin. The Albatrosses began on the front foot with 20 points and 5 boards. EuroLeague rookie Oscar de Silva put them ahead early. EuroLeague champions showed resilience as Adrien Mourmont dragged Efes into the lead, filling up the score sheet with 13 points and 6 boards. However, Alba stayed strong. Maudo Low energizing the Germans to within 1 point midway through the 4th during a 5-0 run. But the Turkish side prevailed with 28 points and 8 assists. An inspired display from Shane Larkin clinched the victory. Efes into the playoffs. Alba out. In their final game of the regular season, Olympiacos Piraeus looked to seize an opportunity to climb into second as they faced leaders FC Barcelona at the Peace and Friendship Stadium. La Blaugrana were confident from the start, though, as Barca's top scorer Acerta Chandler helped the side take control early on. But Olympiacos persevered as Shaquille McKissick reclaimed the lead for his side at the end of the third on his way to 20 points. The game stayed close, but Kostas Papanikolaou secured a Greek victory that sees them leapfrog Madrid. Vichy Basconia Vitoria Gasteiz looked to end their EuroLeague campaign on a high note as they hosted Zalgiris Kaunas at the Fernando Buesa Arena. And the Basques were faultless from the start. 17 points from Rokas Giedraitis contributed to a 10-2 run that gave Baskonia a big first-quarter lead. The Spanish side never relinquished control, collecting 18 points and 6 rebounds, and Stephen Enoch led his side to a comfortable win in their EuroLeague finale. Crvena Zvezda MTS Belgrade looked to keep their playoff chances alive as they faced FC Bayern Munich at the Audi Dome. Things looked positive for the Serbian side as EuroLeague veteran Nikola Kalinic helped his side to a lead, recording 12 points in the process. But Bayern bounced back as Deshaun Thomas scored 5 points in a 6-0 run that put the Bavarians in front. And there they stayed with his 22 points and 5 rebounds. Augie Rubit helped the German side clinch a playoff spot for a second consecutive season, ending Zvezda's chances. That's the highlights from round 33. Let's look at the top plays from all the action. Evans gets another steal, and he goes up for Scotty, who says, oh wait, you had the 7 days magic moment already? You should have told me. I got something extra.
Cavachus gets denied by Costello, who's playing out of his skin and jumping out of his sneakers. The Spaniards finding a spark, and his name right now is Matt Costello.
Speaking of scoring, Dante Hall, what a spectacular flush.
Jones whips it through, turned over, and there Wilbekin upstairs. Oh, what a play! Scotty Wilbekin, the Showtime King. A showstopper play brings a smile to the face of the Maccabi faithful.
Five the gap. Macon Jr. traveling at pace. Jeremy Evans soaring through the skies. Getting some altitude in Athens. Over the top of Eddie Tavares.
Turkish Airlines. 7 days. BKT. and ADIDAS. Official global sponsors in association with the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague.
Half-time ticks down at the Wizink Center, where Real Madrid are dominating FC Bayern Munich 52-34 at half-time with a barrage of three-point buckets. We'll get some input from the players. Let's hear first from Bayern Munich's Othello Hunter.
Othello, tough half. You guys are pretty tired after a long week. How do you get back into the second half?
Communicate. That's the main thing. We're not communicating. They're getting offensive rebounds, shooting threes, making threes. You know, that's what they do best. So we got to stop that.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Well, lack of communication hurting Bayern Munich on defense. Othello Hunter, 7 points off the bench, including a three-point shot, just his 6th three-point attempt of the season, making his 2nd. Well, that's his perspective. Let's hear from Gershon Yabusele about Real Madrid. Can they bring this one home?
Gershon, it was an awesome first half. You guys struggled against Panathinaikos last game in the first half, but came out 50-plus points, 13 threes. What's working for you?
We're finding pretty much everything. We play together, and always when we play together, we always find the guys who open or a good action. So just try to keep pushing and finish the job.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck in the second half.
Well, Gershon Yabusele, 8 points. He's another one of these perfect three-point shooters. He's doing well at the free throw line as well. And as always, he's having a great influence on the game. Looking for his team to close this one out, which would assure them 2nd place in the standings. Lead scorer in the game, Corsair, 3 from 3 from downtown. We've already heard from Hunter. Xisco has been good up for Bayern as well, starting point guard. Rebounds, there's not a lot of rebounders around. Let's hear from the coaches. First up, Andre Trinchieri.
Coach, over 50 points in that first half, 13 3-pointers
13
you guys
threes.
allowed.
13 threes. That's the game.
Yeah, that is
That's the game. That's the game. Some of them they made good plays. There's also an opponent on the court. Some of them were our mistakes, and we have to fix that.
Okay, how do you do that?
You have to be better on one-on-one defense, on-ball defense.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Well, Coach Trinchieri wants his team to pick up at the defensive end, particularly one-on-one defense. And what he means by that is his team's got to stop getting broken down up the dribble, which allows and forces the help defense have to come over. But Coach Lasso, more of the same.
We talked about consistency for 40 minutes. I don't know if you guys can shoot the way you did in that first half. That'd be record-breaking. But what do you want to see in that second half?
I would like to see the same thing. Same thing defensively, same thing offensively. Got some mistakes, for sure. Coaches were like this. Some stupid turnover. We got some situation defensively that we can do better. But I think we're playing pretty consistently. That's something that I asked for before the game, and that's something that we're showing today.
All right, well, good luck in the second half. Thanks.
Well, Coach Lasso put the call out to his team for consistency, and he's getting it from behind the three-point line, that's for sure. As you've got the record books out, Real Madrid's single game total record is 19 made threes in a game. They did that about this time last season. In fact, it was on the 8th of April, 2021 against Fenerbahce. As it looks right now, we'll be playing 2 games here against Monaco, then have to go to Monaco for 2. If they can't close it out on the road, they'll come back to try and do the job at the Wizink. Bayern Munich will have the opposite challenge against Barcelona. But right now, it's the 3rd quarter of this round 34 of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague, as Walter Tavares, within 11 seconds, picks up his 3rd foul. He receives the ball, but then it's his length. He's so long, as soon as he lifts that left arm up, he catches Radosevic in the face, and it's a foul. As far as knows, there's really just not much he can do about that. But he's got 3, and I'm sure the Coach Lasso will to make a change pretty quickly. Meanwhile, at the other end, Fernandez hustling, harrying, pestering Paul Zipser. Oh no, it's Abalde rather, excuse me. Getting tied up. Almost gets the steal. Zipser goes to the floor. Abalde wants the jump ball and should indeed get it, and it will be Abalde against Zipser. Ball was tipped and controlled by Gabriel Deck, who for me was pretty outstanding in that first half. He starts pretty brightly here as he drives strong and is fouled on the penetration. That's going to be called on Zipser. Paul Zipser. Not able to stay with penetration. Corsert feeds Yabusele in the post. Yabusele drops through and an angry slam dunk for Eddie Tavares. Double team falls on top of Yabusele. He finds the giant, number 22, for his first field goal, his first points of the game, and it's a 20-point lead. Šiško. Rudasovic. And then Šiško again at the shot clock buzzer. Jan Šiško gets the score. Corsert finally missed a three-point shot. Good rebound there by the defense. And in transition, Yabusele is fouled by Rudasovic. As impressed as we are with the three-point shooting of Madrid, impressed with the passing game as well. 15 assists they've got on 16 made field goals. It's impressive for any team. It means that every score that they've got has come from sharing the basketball, playing together. 3 fouls now for Bayern. Rubik picks up his second. Corsert whips across court to Abalde. Now Abalde, no look pass. Yabusele at the shot clock buzzer. Well, the three-point defense has been better, but not the slam dunk defense. The beautiful touch pass from Corsert. And Eddie Tavares does not need a second invitation to finish that one. He goes to 4 points. Lucic on the dribble with the fouls committed around the screen by Gabriel Deck. The battle around Rudasovic. As soon as you put your hand around somebody's hip, a little touch pass from Corsert finds Tavares, and Tavares makes no mistake. Lucic pulls up, makes the jump shot. That's the Vladimir Lucic we're used to seeing. Oh, it's actually Šiško, excuse me. Jan Šiško matches his career high, which he coincidentally had in his last appearance just 2 nights ago. He made that 11 points, so expect him to break that total here. The block shot at the other end from Lucic. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Tavares, goes back to Bayern, who trail by 18, 56-38. Real Madrid on top. Šiško finds Rudasovic, finds Rubit, and Augie Rubit. Feet set, gets his first points of the night, averaging 10 points a game on the season, just 3 so far. Gets his team within 15. Not for long though. Et voila, Monsieur Corsert drops his 4th triple of the night. Balde denies the pass to Hilliard and has it stolen away. Corsair causing all kinds of trouble for Xisco. Fabian Corsair leaping into action. Fouls committed by Xisco. You see just a spark of what Bayern are capable of, but defensively they've been a horror show behind the three-point line. 14 threes for Madrid and 3 slam dunks now for Eddie Tavares, 2 of them courtesy of one Fabian Corsair. Tavares goes to 8 points, Corsair 12 points, 3 assists. The lead's back to 20. Xisco finds Yaramaj, Rubin. He's fouled from behind. Corsair stopping the penetration. Rubik wants free throws. I think he's going to get it out on the side. There's the fake. There's the foul. See Corsair terrorizing Bayern from behind the three-point line, but also teeing up his teammates. It's Tavares now gets to 6. Yaramaj fouled straight away by Balde. Balde's first foul. Almost midway through the 3rd period. Bayern player heavy in the opposite corner as Yaramaj finds Obst. And Andreas Obst finally gets himself open for a 3-point shot. It's safe to say if any player like Obst actually gets their feet set and left open, they're pretty much certain of making it. Off the backboard, clever play from Balde, but Hunter read it. Breaks up the backboard alley-oop. At the other end, Augie Rubin with the step back jump shot. He's quietly got himself halfway to his season average. He's got 5 points. 5-0 run for Bayern Munich and an offensive foul. An illegal screen by Tavares. That's 4 for him. Yaramaj crumbles against the big screen. Tavares sits down, having 4 fouls, but 6 points, along with 3 rebounds. Sean Thomas on the floor, replacing Rubin. Yaramaj almost has it stolen. Thomas saves him. And then there's a whistle, and I think it's going to be to do with the shot clock. That reset, maybe incorrectly. The referee's going to check this. So Xisco looked like it had, Yaramaj looked like the ball had been stolen away. Now the referee's going to discuss whether or not possession had actually changed hands. The ball was knocked away from Bayern Munich, but I don't think Real Madrid actually pulled the ball in. The ball was bounced around loose, so the shot clock shouldn't have reset. So the referee's going to have to take a look at this one. At the moment, we're showing a new shot clock of 24 seconds. The referee's going to have to decide when Xisco lost control of the basketball, and they're going to call a timeout because it's going to take a little bit of sorting out. So it's Trinchieri, making sure he understands what's going on. Because if this is correct, the shot clock reset when it shouldn't have. They've got to figure out what it was. There's the ball almost stolen. But see, they never had possession. And when he throws, it's 13 on the shot clock, and they reset the shot clock before Real got possession. And that should have probably stayed, probably going to go back to about 12, I would imagine. Yaramaj makes the lob pass. Poirier breaks up the pass, but at no point does he have control over the basketball. There he goes. Shot clock should have kept going. So maybe even down to 11. There, Thomas has got the ball. Yeah, maybe 11 seconds, I think they're going to put it to. Oh, maybe even lower. They're not going to take it down to 8. One of the luxuries we have with the still relatively new instant replay system is that any kind of clock issues can be corrected. So, Obst will inbounds, 7 on the shot clock for Bayern Munich. Yaramaj goes to the rack, tests Yabusele, and the whistle is blown. It's going to be free throws to come for Yaramaj. Yabusele guilty, getting him with the body. And Ogden Yaramaj, 3 points to his name so far. Look to add to his total at the free throw line. Converts the first. 6-0 run for Bayern Munich. They trailed 61-41 since then. All the points have gone their way. Yaramaj looks to add to his total, which he does. He goes to 7, 5 points rather. Real Madrid lead by 13. Crowd not worried yet, but Real Madrid certainly have dried up on the offensive end. Corser picks up his dribble. Needs a teammate, finds one in the form of Deck. Deck finds Yui. Sergio Yui, high arcing 3, grazes the front of the rim. Hunter hustles the ball down, and then Poirier almost picks it up. Yaramaj, though, sacrifices his body for the team. Good hustle from Yaramaj. The ball will go back to Real Madrid. Hanger enters the game for the first time in the second half. Pace of the game slowed down significantly, which works in favour of Bayern Munich when you think that they are probably dead on their feet with fatigue. Hanger goes to the rack. Yaramaj beaten off the dribble, no help coming. Hanger, it's his first field goal of the night. He goes to 3. Yaramaj finds Obst, finds Thomas, finds the layup. Nice finish from Deshaun Thomas. Yui finds Poirier, and here comes Yui off the down screen. Guarded by Obst. Obst stays with him. Yui finds Deck instead. Deck fumbles it off the dribble. It's another turnover. It's getting a little bit sloppy here for Real Madrid. It leads down to 13. Yaramaj makes that 11 as Adam Hanger plays, well, appropriately in Madrid Matador defense. Yaramaj goes to 7. Bayern within 11 points. Which is still a double-digit deficit, but they looked in trouble when they went down by 20, but they battled away. As Andreas Obst picks up the foul. Madrid problems trying to figure out how to put the ball in the basket, so you go to free throws as a solution. Sergio Yui, 1 from 1, goes to 4 points, but then misses the second. Yaramaj drives around Hanger. Poirier blocks it, but not until the ball's hit the backboard. So it's goaltending. And Yaramaj goes to 9 points. Adam Hanger, one-time Defensive Player of the Year in the EuroLeague. That would not be on his defensive highlight reel, that's for sure. He sits down. Novoselic goes to deck. Now Yuri off the dribble. Gets around Yaramaz, looking for the outlet. The outlet is Taylor. Taylor kicks it to Yuri. And he connects with the bottom of the nets. Sergio Yuri. He goes to 7 points. Taylor with his first assist of the game. Still remarkable passing game from Madrid. 20 assists, 21 made field goals. Deck. He's just a fabulous hustle player, Gabriel Deck. He's not the most spectacular athlete. He's a good athlete, but he's not, you know, high-flying, diving around the rim, but he just hustles after everything. 4 rebounds now for Deck. Joint leading rebounder in the game. And then he's fouled, going to the basket. Yui finds him. Obst commits the foul. Gabriel Deck will make his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Cambio en Real Madrid. Se sienta
Novoselic takes a seat. 8 points. 4 rebounds. Gabriel Deck. Makes his first free throw of the night. Got 1 to come. And in doing so, becomes the second Madrid playing the double figures. He's now got 10 points. Madrid's lead back up to 15. Minute and a half left in the third period. 69-54 in favor of the home team at the Whizzing Center. Jeffrey Taylor commits that foul. Jab step from Yaramaz protects the ball well. Taylor's argument to the referee is that it wasn't he who caused the contact. Nonetheless, Ognin Yaramaz, he goes to double figures. He goes perfect 4 of 4 at the free throw line. Bayern definitely not out of this one. What they want to do is just try and lull Real to sleep, make them think they've got this one in the bag. Try and go for a run down the stretch. Hanger. Real have other designs on that. Those Hanger makes another 3-point shot and for another assist. The assist that time to Poirier. So impressive, the passing game. 21 assists for Real Madrid. No one has got more than 3 assists. That means every player is passing the basketball. At the other end, Othello Hunter sets the illegal screen. That's a turnover for Bayern Munich. 4 players with 3 assists for Real Madrid. Coach could not ask for more generous sharing of the ball than that. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich 10 assists in the game. Yuri catches and makes the 3. Hanger apologizes for the assist. The pass was a little bit high. Yuri caught the ball and then he froze the defense by just looking, but nobody went to guard him. So Yuri now goes to 10 points. Obst answers at the other end. Cuts the deficit to 16 points. As Yuri can hold for what should be the final shot of the third period. 75-59. They led by 18 points at halftime. The best offensive quarter for Bayern Munich, but not able to stop Real Madrid marching on. The 18-point deficit is now 16. Teams head to the benches. Real Madrid still in control. After 3 quarters, Real Madrid 75, FC Bayern Munich 59. Strong start to the period from Bayern Munich. It could just be that the deficit's too big to begin with. As the quarter roll on, Real Madrid start to find their shooting touch, start making threes again. That man Fabian Corser has got 4 of them, 4 out of 17. Foul trouble for the big man, Tavares, but offensively they're fine. Defensively, not great. Seen 25 points in that third quarter. Bayern Munich playing well, but it's a mountain to overcome, trying to get back from 20-point deficit in your third game in 5 days. Look at the stats. Rebounding improved for Bayern. Getting within just 3. The assist count, 22 assists to 10. The 3-point shooting percentage for Bayern would be impressive at 40%, except they've only made 6 of 15 compared to 17 of 30. Best individual performance in the third period, and that is a Bayern Munich player. It's Omnian Yilmaz, number 10 of Bayern, got 11 points personal. He will start the third period on the bench. Fourth quarter will be started by the visitors. Bayern Munich, who won the jump ball to start the game. Finally get the ball in, and Andreas Obst brings the ball up the floor. 6 points personal for him. Hilliard finds Zipser. Hilliard again, shot clock at 5. Hilliard pulls on the 3, misses, but there's Thomas. Offensive rebound, gets a shot blocked, but then he gets fouled at the third time of asking. That's Poirier, that'll be his third foul. I think it probably is the big Frenchman. So Deshaun Thomas, 4 points tonight. Make that 5 as he slips home the free throw. Hilliard misses the second, but again, offensive rebound. The cross up, jump shot missed by Thomas. There's a whistle on the play. That's going to be called on Anthony Randolph. Indeed it is. Randolph picks up the foul. It's his first. Hilliard. Need some scoring punch from him. Thomas misses the shot. And Hunter, persistent. Adela Hunter gets the offensive rebound and the stick back. Hunter with his first points of the second half. He goes to 9. His team trail by 13. Taylor. Hands off to Adam Hanger, who drives, misses the layup. Defensive rebound, Bayern, here they come. Said they just need to stick around, trying to put Real Madrid to sleep. Hilliard working off the dribble. Finds Thomas. Thomas challenges Randolph, and in doing so draws the foul. Sean Thomas, averaging 9.6 points per game on the season. Trying to add his total now. Currently has 5. Free throws here, could get to as many as 7 points. More important for his team, get them back within 11, although he misses the first. Fourth quarter here at the Wizink, 75-62, Real Madrid ahead. I think that's 75-63. It's Thomas first, the free throw. Poirier now, closely guarded by Hunter. Yui drives, throws it away, Zipser with the steal. Munich showing they're not done yet. Hunter, cross court for Zipser. And Zipser, Paul Zipser, opens his three-point shooting account for the night. It was a 20-point lead for Madrid. It's now down to 9. And they've done this in recent games, albeit on the road. Anybody saw them against Maccabi? No, they crumbled in the final 4 minutes of a game. They led by 9. They gave up a 10-0 run and lost by a point, and the same recipe is happening here. As Yui commits the foul. I think Sean Thomas is going to shoot free throws. There's the spin move. In comes the help defense. Down goes Thomas. And caught the foul on Taylor. That's his 4th foul. It's an important call. As I say, if you're Bayern, you just want Madrid to think that they're comfortably home. Just tiptoe your way back into it. Thomas makes the free throw. Cuts the deficit to 8. And with that one there, he goes to 8 points personal. Bayern the 68. They trail still, but they're very much in this. As Madrid scoreless here in the first 2.5 minutes of the 4th period. Frustration for Coach Lasso. He said he wants consistency out of his team. Not getting it, although he gets a consistently good pass there. Yabusele with the slam dunk off the assist from Taylor. Assist number 24. Just when you thought Bayern were coming back into it, give up the slam dunk. And we get a timeout on the floor. Real Madrid 77, FC Bayern Munich 68. Playoffs begin just over a week's time. The 19th of April to the 4th of May. Best of 5 playoffs are contested, to which we will know who the final 4 teams are that will head to Belgrade to be crowned, one of which will be crowned the EuroLeague champion for the 22-23 season. 21-22 season, rather. Hilliard, hesitate, drives, gets high, and gets the roll. Darren Hilliard, quiet scoring so far tonight. It's his first field goal. He goes to 4 points, averaging 14 points a game. But guess what happens at the other end? Real Madrid hits another 3. Jeffrey Taylor, this time. That's 18 threes they've made now. Takes the lead back to 10 as Obst answers. Well, Real Madrid have the look of a team that think this game is won. Their defense has not been great. Certainly not here in the second half. 20-point lead has been cut to 7, but there's a foul called. Obst, I believe, is guilty of his sideline possession. Obst falling for the hesitation. I say to the referee, it's a soft call. Yabusele inbounds to Tavares, who's back in the game with 4 fouls. Taylor drives, and Yabusele catches the ball. And that's where Bjorn Yabusele had what we call a brain burp. He cuts to the right spot, but he's standing out of bounds. 10 turnovers now for Madrid. Thomas, step back 3, and it is good. And Deshaun Thomas is a man on a mission. He goes to double figures now. He's got 11 points. One of 3 players for Bayern with 11 in total. And they're within 4. Cut the deficit down from 20. Tavares. Yui. Off the jump shot, misses the 3. Defensive rebound, zips it. And here comes Bayern, and this will really get the crowd worried. Obst off the dribble. Switched onto by Yabusele. Gets around Yabusele. Finds Radosevic, and Leon Radosevic with the slam dunk. Off the pass from Andreas Obst. Timeout. Coach Lasso and Real Madrid, their 20-point lead is down to 2. Teams go to the benches. Real 80, Bayern Munich 78. Well, we take you back to the 3rd quarter for the 7 days magic moment. Touch pass from Fabien Corseur, leading to one of 2 assists he got to Eddie Tavares, all of which lead to powerful slam dunks. Fabien Corseur combining with Eddie Tavares for your 7 days magic moment. Tavares, 6 points, all of them coming on slam dunks. 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Interestingly, no block shots tonight for Eddie Tavares. Now, worrying times for Madrid. Midway through the 4th period, they lead by 2. Once Coach Lasso drawn up in the timeout. Fernandez working off the dribble against Radosevic. Steps back, makes the 3. That one did everything but go in. And then Yaramaz, coast to coast, finds Obst, and that's a good choice, but he misses the jump shot. Offensive rebound by Yaramaz, though. 9 offensive boards to Munich. They have really come to rebound in this 2nd half. They're now way ahead, plus 6 rebounding. We said if they win the rebounds, they will certainly have a good chance to win this one. Poor shot choice there. Yabusele, slam dunk at the other end off the pass from Yui. This game now, which was a blowout for long periods in the 3rd quarter, now is still very much alive. Yaramaz pulls the trigger, makes the 3, and Bayern Munich now say confidence and momentum are mysterious aspects of this game. And Bayern Munich have got both right now. Fatigue is long gone. They can't remember that. They'll be tired tomorrow. Yui on the drive, misses the layup. Hunter defensive board, and believe it or not, Bayern can take the lead right now. And indeed they do, as Deshaun Thomas bangs home the 3. And this game could have huge implications on Real Madrid. They led by 20. They now trail by 2. Just over 3 minutes left in this game. And This is fallen to a recipe that is exactly what Bayern Munich would have wanted. Just hang around, and hope that now they've put their head over the parapet, they've taken the lead. Can they bring it home? Reminder that, meanwhile, for Bayern, the total's going the opposite way. This has been their best offensive quarter so far. 27 points, and they're in control. 4-point lead for the visitors. Yuri brings it up. Hands off to Deck. Looking for the back screen. But Coach Lasso drew in the timeout, and it's a turnover. As Deck dribbles the ball off his leg. Oh, it was Thomas who poked it away. The referee may have got that one wrong, but I don't think Coach Lasso is going to challenge it. So, big play there, and big play after big play, very much in favor of Bayern Munich. And this will be a huge bonus for them after the challenges of this week. If they can finish off by being the only second team all season to beat Madrid at the Wizink, that will be massive. And Deshaun Thomas looks like he's ensuring it. 16 points for him now. Between him and Yaramaj, Bayern are just having easy points. Wow. Corsair wanted the foul, didn't get it, but Tavares clears up, gets the slam dunk. But it's under 2 minutes. We're into crunch time. And Bayern in possession, in control. Xisco finds Thomas. Thomas, who doesn't seem to be able to miss. He does that time though. And Deck with the hustle play. In transition, Yabusele draws the foul. That one's going to be committed by Thomas. Fourth foul from Bayern Munich. Madrid will get the ball back. So wanted the foul. Instead he gets an assist. Deck has it out. Yabusele cuts for the ball. Finds Corsair. Corsair back to Yabusele. Yabusele misses the three-point shot. And basketball has a way of giving you the shooting averages that you expect. Madrid have missed, by my reckoning, about the last 6 threes. Yaramaj continues to have his way with the defense of Real Madrid. And Ogden Yaramaj, 16 points so far, has got 2 free throws to come. As he draws the foul on Fabien Corsair. Corsair frustrated, he's asking the referee how can he commit the foul when he didn't cause the contact. But Yaramaj makes one of the rare mistakes he's made tonight. That's his first miss at the free throw line. He was 5 for 5 until that point. And he makes the second. Final minute of regulation. Bayern Munich by 5. And a steal. The ball is poked away from Fabien Corsair. And Bayern Munich looks like they're going to steal this victory because Real just don't seem to have any answer. What a second half performance from Bayern Munich. Their 3rd game in 5 days. There's a whistle, the foul, that foul's called on Real Madrid. It'll be free throws for Bayern Munich and a chance to stretch the lead even further. They've called the foul on Abalde, his 2nd foul. Radosevic slow to get up. You see why, because well, Abalde laid him out with his shoulder. Second foul on the number 6 of Real Madrid. Radosevic slow to recover, and he's asking for some help from the medical team. Maybe his shoulder to the ribs. Radosevic has played really well tonight and certainly won't want to have to leave the game, although with the medical team on the floor, I'm afraid that will be the case. But what a night this is. What a worrying stage for Real Madrid. If they lose, they drop to 4th in the standings. And they will take on the 5th place team, who will be either Anadolu Efes Istanbul or Maccabi play Tikka Tel Aviv, both of which will be rather excited at the prospect of playing against a team that can throw away a 20-point lead. Pretty much the 3rd point of the midpoint of the 3rd quarter. The referee is now going to take a look at this as a potential for unsportsmanlike. They leave it as a regular foul. 2 free throws coming for whoever replaces Radosevic. Well, hard to see a way back here for Madrid. Vladimir Lucic has replaced Radosevic, and he will very graciously accept the free throws. He makes the first. This one here makes it a 3-possession, 3-score game, which he does. 42.6 seconds left in the 4th period. Timeout, Real Madrid. Their 20-point lead, they were up 61-41. They now trail 84-91.
If there is a pick and roll, watch out. Screen the screener, slipping, coming off. Emergency switch. Yes, watch out, there's give and go from the passer. Okay, so a cut, ball here, and quick handoff.
Really shuffle, or shuffle, and the guard go for a shot. Over 5.
Coach Trinquier trying to call the defense to take away the open shots for
because I believe they advanced the ball. So switch everything.
Madrid.
Switch everything. A better 2 than 3, eh?
A 27-point swing. When Real Madrid were ahead 61-41, you thought surely the game was up. But since then, it's been a 50-27 run in favor of Bayern Munich. The defense of Real Madrid is nowhere in sight. Neither is their 3-point shooting. They've made 18 3-point shots. They made 13 in the first half, just 5 here in the second. And meanwhile, Bayern have just surged. The inbounds, Yabusele to Yui, who's fouled, and he will shoot free throws. Sergio Yui drawing the foul under Sean Thomas, and he'll get 2 free throws, which will help. Chance for Madrid to tick the scoreboard over. Without seconds coming off the clock. Yui makes no mistake. He goes to 12 points. It's offensive, defensive substitution by Coach Lasso. Yui sits. Taylor comes in. Hunter fouled immediately by Deck. He will go and shoot free throws. Delo Hunter, just a 59% free throw shooter on the season. This will be his first visit. 34 of 58 across the whole season. Big shots here for Hunter, and he is cool as you like. He goes to 10 points. Well, Bayern Munich probably can't believe this, to say, wow, the way they've played all week, played their tougher games in Istanbul, and then they come here and a game that they were playing really just so-so in the first half. They're going to come back and get this. Yui can't answer as Hunter makes the free throws, and this is going to be a famous victory for Bayern Munich at the end of the regular season. Corseur commits the foul. In the debrief and aftermath of this loss for Real Madrid, there's no other way to describe it. It's going to be a painful one. Free throws from Cisco as the fans start to leave the stadium. Zan Cisco, what a night he's had. He goes to 13 points. Coach Trinchieri said, I'm going to share my minutes amongst my whole team. And he's done that. And everyone's contributed. There's been no poor performance from anybody. Deck goes coast to coast, draws the foul on Thomas. That's his third. Deck will shoot free throws, but surely there's not enough time now. What a turnaround. A 29-point swing in favor of Bayern Munich. Real Madrid, who've only tasted defeat one time here this season, about to taste it a second time, and this one will hurt. We've had some funky results already this week. Bayern Munich going down at home to a powerful Real Maccabi Tel Aviv. But this one here, it's going to be a big one, because not only is it going to be difficult on Madrid, instead of finishing second, they're going to finish fourth. But for Bayern Munich, that's going to give them a huge boost of confidence that they can go on the road and win at Real Madrid. Who's to say they can't go on the road and win at Bayern Munich? FC Barcelona, rather. Yaramaj, now the game gets easier. 19 points, one away from a career high for him. Yabusele can't get the score, and that's going to be it. Ognin Yaramaj just going to bring the ball over half court and walk this one out. That is a victory to remember. Two playoff-bound teams. Disappointment for the fans of Real Madrid. And a famous victory for Bayern Munich. But they almost can't believe it's happened. They were down by 20 points in the third quarter. 61-41. But now the final score, Real Madrid 88, FC Bayern Munich 97. Well, the Real Madrid players slope off into the changing room, and the two Bayern Munich fans who've made the journey go home with a smile on their face. Bayern pull off a huge turnaround. Well, look at the stats, and actually the statistics tell the story. Madrid were majestic for the first 20 minutes. They were pretty good for the first 25, but they were terrible since then. Their offense just went nowhere, and Bayern did all the dirty work, rebounding. They were down by, they were -9 at one point on the backboards. They end up +9, out-rebounding the best rebounding team in the EuroLeague on the season. This is a thoroughly deserved victory, and it's worrying signs for Real Madrid. They've got to prepare for the playoffs. And a first Adidas Player of the Game in his career goes to Ognin Yaramaj. What a night he had. Off the bench. Fantastic night for him. A career high points-wise, but near perfect from the floor. Here's your player of the game, Ognin Yaramaj.
First of all, congratulations on the amazing comeback win. How'd you guys do it?
Thank you. We played much better and tougher in the second half. Better defense. We closed their main players as much as we could, and made some tough shots in the offense. and this is the great way to finish regular EuroLeague season.
It's, you know, late in the third quarter, you guys are down 19, you're already in the playoffs, really nothing to play for. Were you guys just kind of like thinking, let's just pack this up for a minute? Or did you, I mean, the fight was incredible.
Every game is important for us. We wanted to show that we are ready for playoffs.
Well, go enjoy this win, you earned it.
Thank you very much.
Well, yeah, you can definitely say they earned it. Career night for Ognjen Jaramaz, the 26-year-old Serbian guard. 19 points, a PIR of 28. And total composure as well. Well, how does Coach Trinchieri feel about that victory? He wasn't expecting it before the game.
All right, Coach, first of all, congratulations on the amazing comeback win. Let me ask you, was there any part of you that was surprised with how your team came to play in the final 13 minutes?
Maybe I could be surprised for the final result, because when you go down by 20, it's not easy to come back, especially on the road and especially here. But all the credit goes to my players. They played excellent second half. They played together, and we had a couple of game changer. I believe Andy Obst and Sean Thomas helped us a lot, and then Jaramaz finished the job. But you need to have a team in order to have individuals doing their best at the right moment. And I believe our veterans, Hunter and Lucic, played an amazing game defensively and gave us a lot of confidence. And this is the reason, because we are here to comment a win. Doesn't count for the ranking, but count for our self-confidence.
Well, that's just my next question. What can a win like this do for you guys going into the playoffs?
You know, if you never do things like this, you never know that you can do it. And I believe now we know that we can do these things.
Well, you just proved it tonight. Good luck the rest of the way.
Well, Coach Trinchieri celebrated the performance of several of his players, but it's a team effort overall, particularly defensively, only conceding 13 points in that fourth quarter, having given up 25 the rest of the way. I'll tell you about who had a great night tonight. Deshaun Thomas was the answer on offense in the fourth quarter.
Deshaun, big win. Guys ended the regular season on a real high note, and now you got Barcelona, a team that you're pretty familiar with. What's the message you guys send? What should they be expecting from this Bayern team?
I mean, yeah, it was a great win today for our team and as coaching staff. But I mean, it's one of those games that, you know, we don't give up. You know, we fought. You know, guys stepped up big. Everybody did. And, you know, I think that's going to lead to Barca. You know, we're going to go out there and fight and compete.
All right, man. We'll go enjoy this win before worrying about Barca.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, well-deserved rest coming for Bayern Munich after a marathon night at the office this week. 3 games in 5 days. They get the victory at the end, and this man was huge in the fourth quarter. Deshaun Thomas was on top of things. What about Coach Lasso? Got to reflect on Madrid's performance.
Coach, up 19 at the end of the third quarter. How do you shake off what just happened, not just tonight, but going on into the playoffs?
Well, I think we just stopped. We were talking about being consistent 40 minutes, and we showed today on the fourth quarter we just didn't play. We didn't show up defensively. We didn't show up offensively, and we stopped. This is something that we have to understand, that games are 40 minutes, and from the first minute to the last minute. And that's something that we got to learn and improve.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
Well, Coach Lasso wanting his team to play throughout the game, and as he said, they just stopped playing, completely stopped. And he's got to put that correct before they go to the playoffs, where they'll face either Anadolu Efes or Maccabi Playtika Tel Aviv. So plenty to ponder after another spectacular night of action. A game that looked for all the world like a walk in the park for the 10-time EuroLeague champions. They're Real Madrid. One shy of a club record, beyond the three-point line. 20 points up in the third quarter. But then Madrid came to play. And Munich came to play, and they made shots from everywhere, and it was turn the tables. Despite a few efforts down the stretch, ultimately, Bayern Munich, great value for the win. They brought it back rebounding, they brought it back shooting percentages, and they brought it back in the hustle plays. Ultimately, the victory goes to the visitors. The three-point shooting percentage become almost even, percentages-wise. They were much better than Madrid inside the two-point line, and then they just dominated on the backboard, particularly in that second half. So there's no fluke in that win for Bayern Munich. Well, in a week rather of crazy match results, we've got them again. I can tell you that Crvena Zvezda have beaten Anadolu Efes. So Real Madrid will now finish in fourth place, and Maccabi, who play their final game of the season against Fenerbahce next week, could finish as high as fifth. Now you see confirmation, Crvena Zvezda turning over Anadolu Efes Istanbul 93-85. They finished their season on a high note. And Efes, well, they're limp into the playoffs, and they could now drop down to sixth place. Finish in sixth, and you match up against Milan. So Maccabi an opportunity. The season's not quite done yet. Turkish Airlines EuroLeague has a sting in the tail. We're almost ready to get ready for the playoffs. We'll see for more action next time. From me, it's bye for now.
Turkish Airlines EuroLeague in association with